Tracy. Welcome back to my channel. Now, I didn't mention in the last two videos that there were sketches that Dolly had put up on our Facebook group, and to be honest with you, I forgot about them. I didn't see them. I'm not quite sure. I just don't remember seeing them before. Even though I think there was word that they were there, I guess I didn't look. But I do want you guys to go look because you might get some inspiration from that. But I went ahead and I pulled out this sketch. This is from Laura Whitaker. This is from, as you can see, March of 2014. And it's a pretty simple little sketch here. And because I have such a variety of papers, I did pull this from, I had a pack of papers or a stack of papers that I was had off to the side just in case I needed them, that I had pulled to make the little individual page kits. And I am going to use that, and this is what's going to be this polka dot here. I'm going to use this brown arrow paper. And then I'm just going to kind of work the rest. I'm not sure if I'm going to use this or not. But anyway, I want to go ahead and just get started. This has 3 photos, as you can see, or at least it has 2 photos and maybe like a journaling card or something. I'm just going to do the 2 cards. I don't think that I want to do all the way across. I think I just want it like this. And I have to tell you that this photo, for whatever reason, was a 1/4 inch shorter than this other one, and I don't know why, but you know, I've had these photos since 91, and for some reason I cannot get this on here straight. And so I ended up trimming the side by a 1/4 inch, so I could put this mat on it so that they would be the exact same size. So yeah, I think I'm going to just do these 2, and I'm going to just talk through this page as well as I did the last one. I hope I don't get too many moments of silence because, you know, sometimes you get in the groove and, you know, you're just not, you know, you're not really paying attention. All right, so I already know that these are 5 inches, so I'm going to do 5.5. No, this looks a little more, so let's do 6. I can do 6 inches. Yeah, I'll do 6. And there's no measurements on Laura's pages, not like Scrapbook Generation. They do an awesome job of doing measurements. Laura doesn't, and Page Maps doesn't. I think that there are some others that do, but I know Scrapbook Generation, which I absolutely do love those sketches. But a lot of them are double page, and I felt obligated to make them double pages because sometimes I don't think it works well to have just one side. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Anyway, nothing bad about that. So let's just kind of place them here. So if I put this one here and this one there, and yeah, I'm just going to trim it. Let's see, we'll make it 8 inches. I'll just tell you what I'm trimming it to. Now, I have graduated from that big honkin' brace to this elbow stabilizer. It makes it easier for me to use this arm. That big bulky thing made it very difficult, even though I don't have all my strength back, but it is coming back. That is for sure. You know what? I should have just trimmed this off. So let me just trim off the top here real quick. I could have just cut it by hand, probably be just as quick. Okay. And there is that. You know, I could do this, but I have to be honest, I think I want the stripes going this way. Let me show you what's on the back side, which is absolutely beautiful. But this would be great if, like, for a baking or cooking or something type of page. But you know, I'm doing Mount Rainier, so I don't think it really goes. And I want the arrows going up. It has a little bit of the jagged edge right there, but you can barely see it, so I'm gonna let that go. Let it go. All right, here. Let me see if I can place this where I won't have to move it all the time. How about, I'm gonna try that. Let me scooch my chair over a bit. Okay, so this was kind of in the lower part. And then there was another, it looks like a larger piece underneath that, but I don't really have anything. Unless I did this one and then put these photos on. And I'm going to leave this. I may need to grab another, you know, let's see, if I cut that in half. You know, actually I can just like cut it in strips and just, it doesn't have to cover it completely. I think that is what I will do. So let me go ahead and just adhere my pictures down. Everything's going to get all lost. So this is Christina Falls, Rainier National Park. I'll make it a little more paper up at the end. I'm kind of one of those scrappers that I like to do it as close to the sketch as I can, because that's what's drawn me to the sketch. I don't do it 100% of the time. I also, you know, I can make it my own, you know, because like Shannon says, I'm the boss of my page. So, all right, I'm just going to trim this. I just need 4 sections, and I think I'm going to just trim this little white edge there. All right. Is this at least 4 inches? It is. In fact, let me just trim this down to 4 inches, and then I'll just cut 4 1-inch strips. It'll just make it easier, and that way I can use it up. Let me do 2-inch. I haven't done this. Wish me luck. It doesn't really matter because I do have one straight edge, but I normally don't stack them like this. There. Okay, now let's just put some adhesive up here. Tricks of the trade. Been doing this for a while. Been scrapbooking since '96. That was when my youngest, she was just a couple months old. And I was a, I probably told you guys all this before. I was, at the time, it was called Dots, Dozens of Terrific Stamps. I was a demonstrator for them, but that was before they had brought in scrapbook stuff, like within a couple of months, because I think in '96 is when they changed their name to Close to My Heart, and that's when the scrapbooking stuff came about. So this was in January, and I went to like most of us in that time period, most of us were introduced to scrapbooking thanks to Creative Memories. And we, my husband at the time, he said he really wanted me to scrapbook. He really thought that I should, work on our photos and the memories of our family, and which is probably most husbands are like, no, don't spend the money. But he did. He says, you get what you need to get started, and then we'll take it from there. And I'm like, okay. So I did. And so that's how I got started with that. Okay, so this is what I was going to do up at the top. I was going to just put this up here. And I know it's a lot wider than this one. And then I was going to put the floral as another layer. Ouch, I'm so sorry. My arm is just hurts. And then do this as my wonky scallops. I gotta have some wonky scallops. Let's see. I think this looks like about an inch. Ooh, it's less than an inch. Do I want this one? I really like the green. And I don't like the idea of this one as a scallop. Okay, well I'm just gonna, let me just cut it in half the best that I can. We'll just see how it works out. And maybe I won't even do scallops. Maybe I'll just do, you know what, this does seem a little long, a little wide. So I'm gonna trim it down. I'm gonna trim it to an inch. Looks like I'm gonna trim off about 1/4 of an inch. I was trying to make it straight. I know you can't see me, but okay. There we go. Let's see. And then if I put this on top and then have this floral, looks like that's about, sorry, that's Liddell. He's needy. Okay, I'm going to do this one 1/2 inch. I'm going to do 2 1/2 inch. And this will leave a nice chunk of this beautiful paper. What's on the other side? Oh, it's a little bright. Okay, so let me go ahead and just glue the top down. And let's see. There's that. And then here is this beautiful floral, which I think, I just love it. Yeah, let me go down just beyond that line right there. One nice thing about this being a floral, well girl, you didn't even, well, let me go like this because it doesn't line up. Okay, so I'd rather the line at the top match than the line at the bottom. You'd really be able to see because I can cover it up with this green. And this has some adhesive. I'm just going to toss that. Okay, then, yeah, Liddell, I hear ya. Yeah, I just think this is too narrow to do. See, how did I do with this one? I did not do very good. Okay, let me just trim, I'm going to do it by hand. Wish me luck. I think when I'm in here and I'm talking that he thinks I'm talking to him. I really think so. Okay, if I do it on that line, and then, did I do better? Let me just trim just a hair. All right. All right. So, yeah, I think I'm just going to leave them straight. I think it's a little too narrow to do scallops, even though I would love to do some wonky scallops. And speaking of which, I have been working on the next month's inspiration, and yeah, wonky scallops are in. They're in the inspiration. I found something. So, yep. I think it's kind of funny that I found something. But, all right. So there is that. Oh, didn't put enough adhesive. Okay. So I got a little adhesive on the outside, but look, I was able to rub it off. That is the joy of ATG. Oh. Okay. So here we are. We're getting there. Okay, so then the only thing, there's this place for a title, and then there's banners that come down, but you know what, I'm thinking I'm not going, and like, you can't even tell that it matches my table. You can't even tell. Anyway, this is, I need to put the title somewhere. So what if I do kind of improvise and do something like this? And that way, that looks strange. Okay. All right, so here we go. Try this again. And that way I can put my title. And I think I need to put this color down here somewhere. I may put it down here. Make a little, maybe make a banner here. Excuse me, big boy. Yeah, I know. Move. Move. All right. So I know I used, oh, here was my first one that I did. I'm sorry, you can, it's really glare because I already put it in a page protector. And this one, I don't think I want to do explore. I think it's too big, even though I have to look to see what my other page, I don't remember what my other pages have. Do I have anything? Well, wherever they are, I have one. Oh, okay. Yeah, I have one more that's over at the Olympic National Park. I think I'll put that one on that one. That one there. When in doubt, do vacation. Adventure. Let me see. Is there the great outdoors? It's got that red. Is that gonna, how's that gonna go? I'm not too crazy about that. Now this one I would be more willing to use and do this outdoor fun. And this adventure is anywhere you choose. What do you guys think? Making a cluster right there. Let's see, we didn't go camping. So if I did wow. So if I have this green, that would work there. I don't know. I think. What about this? Is that too off? I do like it. Well, this is the part of the page that I didn't think through. I did think through the rest of it, but not this. So, what about this bear? Even though we didn't see a bear, doesn't matter because bears live at national parks, and I'm sure that they live in Rainier, Mount Rainier. Okay. And then maybe I could put Christina Falls here, and then Mount Rainier National Park, or Rainier National Park. Yep, I think that's what I'll do, and I'll show you when I'm done. Okay, so I am back and I got everything done. Let me kind of show you with the wood grain here at the top. It's so hard to see it. Let me see. Let me just do it like this. That way you can see it a little better. So here is my sketch. I did everything but the little banner pieces here. Let me scooch it over. Ugh. All right. I still can't get it. Okay, so here we go. And you can see everything, plus some. So the only thing that I did was I went ahead and attached everything here is my title, Christina Falls. And down here I put Mount Rainier. I did not have enough letters to do Rainier National Park. I just wanted to do either the brown or the green, and so I did a little of each. So you'll know, as I look back on this, I know this is going to be at Mount Rainier, and I know it's kind of hard to read, on the video. So the other thing that I did, so I already had these stickers here and I had this there, is I went and I looked at my, pull this out. This is my big old stash of embellishments that I had pulled out, and I didn't get to those before I broke away. But I went ahead and pulled those out, and I pulled out a couple of cork arrows. Love those. And I also got some of the brads, and I decided to get both of them round. There were also square ones there. And I wanted a darker here because the brown is dark there, and then I didn't need two dark things, so that's why I got the lighter. I don't know if you can even see it. I'll let you even look at this little embellishment cluster here. So this is a circle that I had cut out of the floral paper up at the top, so I was able to bring it down here to the bottom. This was also, everything else here was part of my stash here. this Infinitely Better. I just trimmed it up a bit, made a couple of banners. This is actually from, here, I'll show you, the Tim Holtz Ideology book. I don't see people using this so much anymore, but these are tiny little letters, and he has, I think they're in white with black letters as well, even though I have some more that they're Teresa Collins that are white with black, but they're the very same concept. But I wanted to have a little something to put the date on here, because I can imagine as time goes on that this is going to look so different, just because the way we don't take care of our resources. So I just want everyone to see what it was like in 91. Let's see, and I think that is it for that. And then this up here was very simple. Like I said, I did the brad and the cork arrow. This is another little piece that I had pulled, and that was it. This is all I'm going to do, and just make it really kind of simple in a way. I mean, it doesn't have too many embellishments. And anyway, so this is it. Thanks for joining me today, guys. I hope you guys like these longer talk through videos. They're just easier for me to do because I don't have to do any voiceover, and I'm all about that. For some reason, my voiceovers don't always turn out the way I like for them to, but that means that these videos are longer. Thanks for joining me, like I said, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Bye-bye.